Well, good evening and welcome to tonight's installment of Booger's Basement. My motorcycle has a little squeaky in the front. Just connected the speedo cable and the squeaky was still there. And it was coming from the speedometer area, so I'm going to pull my speedometer gear apart here and see if it's salvageable or not. It was pretty noisy, I don't know. And it looks like this is rebuildable, but you're probably not going to be able to get parts. It looks like you can drill that pin out and this pulls out, but I don't know. I'll take it apart and lube it up and see if it... Take it apart, clean it up, and see if that helps. It looks pretty dry in there. There's a little snap ring in here that's going to come off. Maybe. Yeah. Little snap ring. Behind it. Work it off here. Snap ring out. Kind of sure you remember how this shit comes out. Snap ring, washer, or a spacer. I don't know if it matters which way it goes. Shiny side in. I don't know if it really matters. So that's out. I don't know what the heck's in here. I've never had one of these apart ever. It's drier than dry in there. Ugh. I don't know if we can salvage this. Looks kind of metallic-y. Metallica. How does that son of a bitch come out of there? Oof. Is it one way? Ugh. I don't know, but it's pretty rough. Here it comes. Come on, Betsy. Come on, get on there. There we go. Ugh. It's pretty dry. Might be shot. Well, she's pretty chowed up. We'll clean her up anyways. Clean her up and pack her up with some grease and see if it works. Maybe we got her just in time. So I'm going to throw this in the ultrasonic cleaner. And oh, there's another washer in there, or a spacer. There's a lot of metallic in here. Wish I would have caught it sooner. Wish I would have caught it sooner, but I think we might be alright yet. We'll get it cleaned up. It's down there and see what it looks like. There. Pretty messy. Hopefully we can get that cleaned up. Here's a ring gear here. Whatever the ring gear. She She's pretty shiny. Or actually, I ultrasonic cleaned it. Didn't look good, so I soaked it in mineral spirits. Ultrasonic did. Now I'm back to I cleaned it pretty good, just a little bit of soap. But now I poured some mineral spirits in the speedo gear here, and just kind of working it in this the pinion gear here, trying to get all the crud out of there. It was pretty dry and burnt up grease, so just trying to get some of the mineral spirits up in the pinion here and running around, clear it out. And then I'm going to let it soak some more. I mean, it cleaned it up fairly decent, but it's still pretty yucky. So we'll put it in there down like this, so no air gets trapped inside. This gear looks, and it's got a lot of wear on it, but I think we'll be alright. Might be a little noisy, but once I get some new grease in there, at least it'll have some lubrication. So we're going to let her soak again here, and then one last little 5-minute in the ultrasonic, and then I'll be lubing and jubing. I never done this before, but I know they say to put motor oil in there. I'm going to go, she was pretty worn. I'm going to go a step further and do a little 75-90 weight in there, down in by the gear here, the actual pinion gear. Oop, that's a little too much. Just wanted a little bit in there. And kind of work that gear around and suck up that oil. Turn it upside down and have it come out. Whatever, you get the picture. Work it in there good. That's a little too much gear oil. Whoa, cheers, don't see me. Oh, we'll get her gear oil in there. Then I'm gonna take her and suppose we can get our bottom spacer in there. These spacers are different. There's a wider one and a narrower one. The wider one goes towards the bottom in there. And then we're gonna pack her up with some red and tacky. I don't know what you're supposed to use, but this is what I'm using, red and tacky. Get her gear in there. Probably want her to wear some on the inside here. I don't know what's supposed to exactly be in here, but we're going to go with some red and tacky. I know some guys fill them up with motor oil. I don't know. Don't know. But we'll do some red and tacky. Work it around. Do that. Like a grease fitting. Put a zerk fitting in there and fill her up. I don't know if any got in there, but shit, it is tacky. Red and tacky for sure. Then let's say shiny side up. And then put her clip on. It's really pretty simple. Just cleaning it up with a pain in the ass. There you go. Where's my who did he in the cha-cha? They really don't fit in there good. Whatever, you get the picture. There we have one gear all cleaned up, re-lubed, and ready to go back on. Hopefully it cures my squeaky. Need something to wipe my hands on. Well, that's all we got. No more squeaky.